Why do we have millions of dollars in this bill for a shade tree program? Why do we have millions of dollars in this bill for land acquisition? Why do we have millions of dollars in this bill for sports facilities? Boy, those sound like the necessities of life.
We're spending $1.3 million on the Purpose Center for Arts Education. But we're going to put another $4.5 million into scientific and natural area acquisition and development. Forests for the future, $500,000 for building forests for the future. State forest land reforestation, $3 million to plant trees. State park and recreation area acquisition, here's a Yorkshire, $2.15 million for the state park. It looks like $350,000 for a Northwoods Regional ATV trail. $21 million for state trail acquisition and development. A campground, $1 million. $21 million for zoos. And the Amateur Sports Commission, total of $8.4 million. Women's Hockey Center in Blaine, $950,000 for that pig. Northwest Regional Sports Center, Moorhead, $3.5 million. The Metropolitan Council, $79 million. The Como Zoo, more zoos, $11 million. Sculpture Garden in Minneapolis, $2 million of pork. Phelan Keller Regional Park, $1.1 million for another park. Rock Island Bridge Park and Trail Development, another $1 million. Springbrook Nature Center, a nature center. A nature center representative. Theodore Worth Olympic Training Center, $1 million for an Olympic training center. Veterans Memorial Park, another park, $2 million.
And instead, we're funding things like volleyball centers, as you heard so many times. We're funding things like ski jumps and little snowmaking machines and things of that nature. Now, Representative Sertich, we've offered to help you out on that. We've given you some suggestions, and your reply to us was, we don't want to hear from you. We're going to gag you on the House floor. Shut up, sit down.
You asked for our amendments, you asked for our ideas, you asked for our budget, and then when we, on the other side of the aisle, do offer up those amendments, the previous questions moved, we're told to sit down and shut up. Nope, the previous questions called, get out of our way, we're going to do it our way or the highway, sit down and shut up. We offer and don't fall within the parameters of what you'd like, we're told to sit down and shut up.
Briefly, Representative Zellers, no one's been told to sit down and shut up around here, number one. Debate on the floor today reminds me of one of my favorite stories growing up, and that's Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And about the bowls of porridge. And that's what we hear on the House floor today. The bill's too big, the bill's too small. The bill's too big, but it doesn't include the spending I want in it. The bill's too small, and it doesn't include the spending I want in it. But nobody's found the bowl that's just right. But I think that's what Chair Hausman and her committee tried to do here, tried to find balance. And members, when this bill goes on to the governor and he says he's going to trim some projects out of this bill, I hope he takes into consideration the balance that's necessary all over the state to create jobs. Members, this bill is chock full of jobs. This is a good vote. This is a pro-jobs vote. This is a pro-business vote because almost every job created in this bill is in the private sector. So members, vote yes for jobs today. Vote for this bill.